Most people are busy, but for what? Scrolling, worrying, comparing, repeated the same small tasks. And one day, they wake up realizing 10, 20, even 30 years have passed. Their life went nowhere. And the worst part, most people don't even notice. Most people don't even notice it happening. While it's happening, life is subtle. Time does not hit you all at once. It moves slowly enough for us to feel safe, but fast enough then years disappear quietly. People often think they are living fully because they are busy. They wake up, go to work or school, deal with small problems, check their phones, scrolling through social media, talk to people, sleep, and repeat. From the outside, it looks life is happening. Progress seems real. Productivity feels real. But most of the time, it's all an illusion. The real question is, am I actually living or just moving through life without noticing it? Most people waste life in ways so subtle they never notice until it's too late. Checking notification every few minutes, overthinking small things that don't matter, comparing themselves with others instead of focusing on their own path, doing meaningless routines that make days feel full but leave the mind empty. This silently steals years from a life. It's not dramatic, it's not obvious. The cumulative effect is heavy. A person can spend decades like this and still believe they're productive, meaningful, or growing, but years later, they realize most of that time was quietly wasted. The science explains it in a beautiful way. Humans are wired for autopilot living. Habits and routines are efficient for survival, but they often work against meaningful growth. The brain rewards completion, not significance. Checking boxes feels like progress, but it's often shallow. Distraction and constant noise trick the mind into thinking it's busy, when in reality it's stagnant. The psychologists call this the awareness. The older we get, the faster routine compresses our perception of time. Years feel shorter and life appears to have passed in silence. Time is the only resource we can never recover. Every small distraction, repeated daily, silently steals years from our life. Life is finite, every choice matters, even the small ones. Yet most people spend their days reacting instead of choosing consciously. Even thinkers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and modern psychologists warn that without awareness, life can slip away unnoticed. The danger is not in failure, but in living unconsciously. Look around. How many hours are spent scrolling social media? How many conversations are shallow? How many routines are repeated without thought? These small actions don't feel harmful. They don't feel like wasting the entire life, but they add up. Weeks, months, and years disappear in small, unnoticed increments. The danger is not in failing. The danger is in living unconsciously, doing things that feel normal while your life quietly slips away. Even small moments of awareness matter. Pausing for reflection, questioning where your energy goes, evaluating priorities. These prevent invisible waste. The fear of wasting life is universal. Like students feel it when they realize that they have spent years without building meaningful knowledge, character, or habits. The same rules apply to professionals. Feel it when they reach mid-career and realize it. Most days were repetitive and unfulfilling. Parents feel it when their attention is scattered and even notice it years of their children growing up while they were distracted. Even older adults feel it when they reflect on decades of routine, responsibility, and noise, wondering where the meaningful moments went. No one is immune. Time affects everyone. Awareness is what separates a wasted life from a conscious one. Busyness is comfortable, everybody does know. It feels productive. It distracts the mind from difficult questions. Am I truly growing? Am I becoming someone I respect? Am I living intentionally or just surviving? Most people avoid these questions. They stay busy. Noise is easier than reflection, but the mind always notices in silence. And if ignored, long enough, silence turns into regret. Not dramatic regret, but quiet, deep, existential regret. The solution is not complicated, but it requires honesty. Pause daily, observe your action and thoughts, reflect weekly. Ask yourself, where is my time going? Prioritize intentionally, choose activities that build your mind, character, or meaningful relationships. Reduce distraction, social media, and necessary comparisons. Meaningless tasks. They quietly consume time. Accept that growth is often invisible. True progress is really obvious day to day, but accumulates silently. Even a small awareness shift change the trajectory of a life. 1 hour a day of conscious reflection can create years of real impact over decades. At the end of the day, life is not wasted by mistakes, struggle, or failure. Life is wasted when we live unconsciously, when time passes quietly without reflection, meaning, or awareness. The fear of wasting life is not a weakness, it's a reminder, a signal that your mind is awake, a signal that you care about existence, even if you're busy, even if you feel you're surviving. Awareness prevents years from slipping away unnoticed. So pause, observe, reflect. Ask yourself, am I truly living or just moving through life? Because the moment you start noticing, the moment you live consciously, you take back control of your time in awareness. Awareness is the beginning of a life that is never truly wasted. Thank you so much.